Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. 2023 was proved to be quite the surprising year of movies, and here we are coming up on 2024, and there's a lot of potential here for great films. I'm excited for a lot of them. Maybe not as many as I was in 2023, but there's definitely a good slate that I'm really looking forward to. So I just kind of wanted to go through 10 or 11, because I couldn't decide on perfect 10, of my most anticipated movies in 2024. So first up in my number 11 spot, which I didn't want to leave off the list, is The Fall Guy. Solely for the reason that it's starring Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan Gosling to death. I'll watch anything he's in. I love La La Land, The Nice Guys, The Notebook. And he was just so good in Barbie this year. Like, I can't miss anything with him in it. The trailer looks pretty fun, from the director of Bullet Train. So I'm sure it'll be a fun time, but I'm really in it just for Ryan Gosling there. And I had to include that one on the list. Now getting to my top 10, in the number 10 spot, we have If. And this, again, it's really just for people involved with it. John Krasinski wrote and directed this. He did such a good job on the Quiet Place movies. I'm going to see anything he does. And this movie, they just released a trailer for. It looks really interesting. It's like posing the idea of like, oh, what if your imaginary friends kind of like were real and came to you in adulthood or something like that. But it looks like a live action Pixar film, which looks really sweet and warm and human, like insightful into human nature and the human condition and stuff like that, which is what Pixar is known for. And to see something, John Krasinski doing something like this, plus with Ryan Reynolds and Steve Carell involved, I think we're in for a real treat here. It's going to be a really fun, family-friendly film, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. At number 9, we have Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, and I know the trailer didn't look great, but I'm excited for this mainly because of how good Ghostbusters Afterlife was. Same team involved, and I just loved Afterlife to death, so I'll be there for Frozen Empire day one. Really excited to see it, and I hope that it turns out to be good. So, because I'd love a great like Afterlife trilogy of films with these new characters and getting to see more of the original Ghostbusters in there, and it's just super exciting. Yeah, so Ghostbusters Frozen Empire could be really good, could be not so great, but I'm looking forward to it. At number 8, we have Hitman, which I think Netflix just picked up. But it was a movie that came out through the festival circuit. It didn't really have a major studio behind it releasing it. It's made by, I think, Richard Linklater, and it stars Glenn Powell. And I've heard nothing but good reviews for it. Everyone who saw it at the festivals loved it. So I'm excited for it. That's about all I know. I don't know plot. I don't know anything. But I've just heard huge amounts of praise for this movie and a lot of excitement for it to be released. So even though it's Netflix, I will definitely be there to watch it, and I'm super, super excited. At number 7, I have Nosferatu, Robert Eggers' new film. Really loved The Northman last year, and I'm a big fan of The Lighthouse and The Witch. So I'm looking forward to this. And Robert Eggers seems the perfect filmmaker to take on the story of Nosferatu. It's like, from the photos we've had released, like just of Willem Dafoe or Bill Skarsgård, I'm really excited about the potential this movie has to be a really great film, and really creepy and kind of edgy. I'm just really excited for it. So number 7. Number 6, kind of building off one of the reasons I'm excited for If, A Quiet Place Day 1, it's called. So it's not done by John Krasinski, but it's kind of like it tells the story of the first day of the events of the Quiet Place films. So I'm looking forward to that. Has Lupita Nyong'o involved. Has potential. I loved all the other Quiet Place movies, so I'm excited for this. A lot of my movies are like that this year. It's just pure excitement based on other stuff, and I'm looking forward to it, so who cares? Number 5, Bong Joon-ho's new film, Mickey 17. We haven't seen anything really about this, but they gave us like a little 10-second teaser announcement last year. Stars Robert Pattinson. It's some sci-fi thing, and we know nothing else. Bong Joon-ho, Robert Pattinson, sci-fi. I'm in. That's it. I'm in. If you don't know, Bong Joon-ho is the one who did Parasite. Amazing movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. And since then I've gone back and watched a lot of his filmography, so I am now really excited for whatever he does. Number 4, we have Wicked Part 1. I'm excited for this for a couple reasons and not so excited for a couple reasons. But the main reason I'm excited for it is we got another big musical on the big screen. I love musicals, so I'm really excited to see this. I've never seen Wicked on stage. I really hate that I haven't seen it. I'd love to see it one day. So I'm really excited to get the chance to see it in some version. And it's directed by John M. Chu, who did In the Heights most recently, and that movie was so good. I love that. One of my favorite movies of 2021, I think it came out in. And it's just a delight, such a fun musical. Now, the one thing that's kind of worrying me about this movie is the fact that it's a part 1. They split the musical into part 1, part 2. So does that mean like part 1 is going to be all of act 1 on stage and end with Defying Gravity? It seems weird to me to do it like that, but I'm gonna wait to judge it until I see it. It has potential. They know what they're doing. I'm sure they know what they're doing. The production design looks incredible. Costumes, everything from the set photos, it looks insane. They showed footage at CinemaCon and people were raving about it. So I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it just on the fact it's a musical. I love musicals so much, so this will be a fun one. Number 3, we're getting to the top 3 here. Joker 2. I think it's called Folie à Deux. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it basically means like shared madness or madness for two. Which, yeah, it sounds about right for a Joker story with him and now Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn there. I didn't think the original Joker from 2019 needed a sequel. It was a very strong standalone movie. But then it made $1 billion, so I can understand why it's getting a sequel. Now, will this movie be as strong? I don't know. I hope it will be very good, and I'm really looking forward to it because of how good that original film was. But I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't turn out as good. But regardless, I'm still really excited. It has a lot of potential. There hasn't been a lot of comic book movies on here, mostly because I'm feeling a little burnt out, much like everyone else. But my number 2 spot still is Deadpool 3. I don't know how you could not be excited for this movie. Despite everything else going on in the comic book genre right now, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool has always delivered, always been so funny, so much fun with great action. And I'm super excited to see what he does now, kind of under the umbrella of the MCU. Especially now that he's teaming up with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and who knows what shenanigans they can get up to there. I'm really excited. I trust Ryan Reynolds on this one. And with it being Marvel Studios' only film for 2024, I really hope they get it right. Plus, it's directed by Sean Levy, who did Free Guy. He did The Atom Project. He's done a lot of other movies before that, but just more recently with Ryan Reynolds. Like, they work so well together. They produce great final products. I don't know how you could not be excited for this. Like, it's Deadpool 3 with Wolverine in the MCU. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It better be crazy. But that brings me to my number 1 most anticipated movie for 2024, and this is one that I had on my list as my one of my top movies for 2023, and that's Dune 2, Dune Part 2. We were supposed to get it this November. The strikes happened, and they couldn't promote it, so it had to push back to this March. And I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. Like, the trailers look incredible. Denis Villeneuve looks like he's cranked it up to an 11. The first movie was already there, but he's just he's surpassing the first movie. The cast looks phenomenal. The visuals look incredible. I can't wait to see this in IMAX. So excited for the score, everything about it. Like, I read the book. I kind of know where the story's going, but I'm just so excited to see it on the big screen and see how this plays out. I just, like, this is one I will be there opening night and see it again and again and again. It's going to be incredible. So if you're not excited for Dune Part 2, what are you doing? It's gonna be incredible. But yeah, so that's kind of my list. It's very just thrown together off the cuff, but I'm looking forward to all these movies in 2024. What movies are you looking forward to? There's a lot coming out, a lot of potential, and a lot of stuff to be excited about. So let me know. I'd love to hear what you're looking forward to. So thanks for watching, and yeah, happy New Year.